Is any game ever been unrighteously assassinated like Marvel's Midnight Suns has been? It was... Is it as good as XCOM 2? No. Is it as good as XCOM Enemy Unknown / Within? No. But it's really good. I would call it a great game. I would call it an 8.5 out of 10. The fact that it has no lasting cultural footprint in the gaming industry is crazy to me. You were insane to call it an 8.5? Motherfucker, you didn't play it. You watched me play it. I played the whole fucking thing. Now, Dave the Diver's a 10, but Dave the Diver's a 5.8. Midnight Suns is an 8.5. Super Auto Pets is a 12. Okay? That's how you have to normalize your scale. Triangulate the rest of my scores based on that. I know I didn't play it or buy it or even watch you play it, but I think it's like a 5. You don't know what you're talking about, idiot. Go back to game FAQs. Don't let your preconceived hunches be a surrogate for a dearth of life experience, okay? Some of us are in the trenches actually playing games instead of arguing about them on social media 12 hours a day. People got a damn Gears of War avatar. You're going to give them 3 hours of your time on a Saturday? 3 months from now, we'll just be looking at a black screen for 90% of the stream. You know what the most fucked up part is, brother? Probably the most concurrent subscribers I've ever had. People, a year from that point, people will be like, oh, he's playing too much Isaac 2 these days. I really wish he would go back to ranked sap. When my parents were still together. Listen, all I'm going to say is people are saying, why does it take you so long to piss? I'm getting lectured on like piss efficiency by people who took 7 years to do their undergrad. We're living in a twisted fucking world, man. Make it make sense. You're so mean. I'm responding to you in kind. Now it's quiet, right? I already have tinnitus? Okay, that's your fault. No disrespect, but like you're like putting your tinnitus on me. I didn't force you to listen to shitty music like at 115 decibels on the school bus when you were in 10th grade. I didn't even know who you are. I still don't. Now you're like, please stop, I have tinnitus. I didn't do that. Whenever your phone told you, hey, just so you know, this is like a volume warning, you should have paid attention to it instead of just cranking it for no reason to listen to fucking Owl City. You made a huge mistake that I got absolutely no responsibility for. That doesn't explain why the litter box is in the office. It's not in the office. As I said, it's in the bathroom next to the office. Any other parasocial questions? Maybe I'll before the next stream, everybody sign on to the Blackboard OS that we have for the class, and I'll put in the syllabus and course documents, I'll put a PDF of our entire floor plan so that you guys can be aware of the exact position of everything, and you'll have a greater understanding of the bits, okay? Oh, let's see what's coming up on the National Day calendar here. July, we're start me on the 10th here, please. Chronic Disease Day, International Town Criers Day. I'm going to say that today's National Pina Colada Day. July 11th, National Cheer Up the Lonely Day. That's a good one. I'll be live tomorrow, by the way. There was a time where the world was like too normal. I don't know if I would go off and say the world is too weird now. But I definitely think we should, like, you know, embrace the merits of occasional normalcy more than we do right now. Hold on. Like, people are out there saying just like insane shit at all times. And I don't mean insane shit like political opinions I disagree with. I mean insane shit like I won't watch Arthur with my kids because DW becomes a cop in the final episode. Like, are you listening to yourself? You're 37 years old. What's wrong with you? Is that a real issue? It is for people who don't have kids, but like think that they will someday. I just downloaded this game. Holy F is complicated. It is like really complex. And the worst part is because of the nature of the internet and this fucking website, a bunch of liars will be like, actually, it's really simple. Fucking look at it. Point Dexter. The shit is like really complicated. If this isn't complicated, motherfuckers who can't hold a conversation with another adult that's baked into our DNA through like 500,000 years of mammalian evolution will be like backpack battles is actually pretty intuitive. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Why are we lying to each other? Can't you just say, yeah, that's pretty true? You need a flowchart for that? Yeah, because I'm trying to keep 5+ people all on the same page. It helps to have a little infographic. I mean, I get that it's not as complicated as the flowcharts you're used to, which is like, what anime should I watch this upcoming anime season? You know, I'm just trying to make sure we're all on the same page here and avoid ambiguous communication. Hearing NA talk about bread when they mean toast is so weird. This is, you don't even know. You have to, I know you don't have a passport because you can go to like 35 countries without a passport, which is incredible and I'm happy for you. You got to leave the Schengen area and experience the world, okay? That's such a minor thing to find funny. Like, I'm almost embarrassed for you that you think that's funny. I don't know how old I would have to be to think that that was humorous. I would have to be either 8 or 80. I'll tell you that. Certainly that period in the middle that I'm in right now, I don't find it funny at all. My sense of humor is literally so sophisticated to you that it's like the monolith landing in prehistoric Earth when the chimpanzees touch it. Like, you can't even fathom what you're seeing right now, and yet you're trying to lay hands upon it. That's what's funny to me. If by funny you mean tragic, and I often do. Crazy that life is just a damn highway. It's crazy to me that Americans know life is a highway. To me, that's like such a song that's emblematic of like Canadian rock music. Like that and Bryan Adams and Corey Hart's Sunglasses at Night and I'm Here for a Good Time, Not a Long Time. Cars, bro. Yeah, it was very big before Cars, at least in Canada. Like, Cars came out in what, like 2005 or something like that? The Tom Cochrane version, I've been hearing on radio like as long as I've been alive. Yeah, but it's after Cars now? Yeah, but Cars is not a good Pixar movie, so like, I don't know why you guys are so nostalgic for Cars. Probably because you had the misfortune to like be born in the late 90s and think that movie's actually good. Whereas I had like nearly an adult brain at the time where it came out, so I could actually like, you know, critique it with a sober mind instead of like, oh my god, the car's talking, this is my favorite movie. Like, I understand that you saw it at an era where like any movie you saw in the movie theater was immediately your favorite movie of all time, replacing the last movie that you saw in a movie theater, but I'm sorry to tell you, I was a little older. The Decemberists look like people that hang out at microbreweries. We gotta stop doing this. I mean, do they look like that? Yeah. But like, what's wrong with that? Everybody's gotta spend their time doing something. I don't even know what you look like. That's even more of an insult. At least that guy's out on the damn town or something like that. At least that guy's got enough, you know, he's projecting enough power out there into society to have an archetype and thus open himself to mockery. That really struck a nerve in you? Well, people always say stuff like that. They're like, oh, he looks like someone that hangs out in a micro. Oh, that looks like a guy who drinks IPAs. That's fucking like 70% of guys. You look like a guy who makes up fucking Poland ball Wojaks at home. Probably. I wouldn't know. I've never seen your face. I'm just making an educated guess based on where you choose to spend your time. Holy. Did I strike a nerve? Not so nice when you're the guy who's been hanging out in microbreweries, is it? Day 23 of NL not reading my message. Have you considered writing better messages? I get blamed a lot for not reading the things that people say. People are like, I've been writing the same shit for a month and you've never read it. No, I've never read it out loud. If you've been writing the same shit every day for a month, I'm sorry to tell you I read it. Really, you should probably be apologizing to me. I don't read everything in chat, but if you've written it multiple times a day for a month, I'm sorry to tell you that I have seen it. I swear if I look it up and it's like, play Ghostwire Tokyo, I'm gonna flip my fucking lid. I'm gonna lose my damn mind. Hey, are you ever going to return to Deus Ex Mankind Divided? I used to fall asleep to that playthrough when I was in 5th grade. It would be, I'm sorry. It's like really condescending, but. Same motherfuckers who are like, please banter. I go look at their chat history and they're like, are you going to play Baldur's Gate 3 when it comes out of early access in 2 months? He's right. Honestly, there's nothing more boring to me than like Game of the Year discourse. Your ass, like December 1st when the Game of the Year lists come out. Make it make sense, by the way. Yep, Zelda. Yep, Baldur's Gate. Yep, Zelda. Yep, Alan Wake. What in tarnation? Someone picked the dang old different game? No. If you work in the gaming industry in any context, you should play absolutely every single video game that comes out so we can have a consensus game of the year. We don't need this heterogeneous culture here. We need a monoculture. Can we all get together in our little cabal and agree what's going to be game of the year? Come on. It's not like you played much. I know, I'm too busy entertaining you. I don't have time to play games. Holy cow, that's a lot of plus twos. You timed me out for saying your FTL gameplay was hard to watch? Yep. I would do it again, honestly, too. It's clearly not hard to watch because your ass was staying in chat long enough to type out like a 3-sentence long complaint about it. You know, the Zapruder film is hard to watch. A man loses his life in the video. This is just a man playing a video game. You know, you should just relax a little bit, Poindexter. You timed me out just for being funny, Lamau. World's funniest chatter, you can tell because he wrote Lamau at the end of his message. I lost the 5th grade spelling bee with government. I'm choosing how I want to respond to that. I mean, I think you should reframe your thinking on that one. I think you should say, I was lucky to come in second in my 5th grade spelling bee because I didn't even know how to spell government. Because if I'm not trying to put on airs here. Here's what I'm going to say is that if I was in your school district, you would have come in 3rd. Because there's no shot my ass is missing government, okay? I'm starting to think all these tech motherfuckers are right about being in the arena. I don't think they're in the arena, though. I think I'm in the arena. You motherfuckers are definitely not in the arena, though. You're the dude telling Quinn Hughes to shoot on the power play like dude doesn't score 2 goals a year and get 91 assists. We are told nothing less than perfection is acceptable in all our life. Bitch, you're 37 years old. You got to start telling other people things. You can't just be listening all the time. How long are you going to rely on secondary sources to tell you the values that you should have in life? You know, you're supposed to be coming up with your own conclusions at this point. Not going by, like, you know, podcast logic. No one calls it Bedford-Stuy. I don't live in New York. What's your favorite fucking neighborhood in Burnaby? Burnaby Heights. Oh, lucky guess. Metrotown. Shut the fuck up, okay? The only reason I know anything about your fucking city is because every movie is set there. Fucking John Cusack, Kate Beckinsale falling in love, skating on the ice rink in front of 30 Rock, Spider-Man T-posing on top of the Empire State Building. Why don't you go jerk off to another superhero movie, you piece of shit? Learn something about the world around you. Oh, my train was 15 seconds late this morning. Fuck you, fuck you. Jesus Christ. I put respect on New York City's name. I accidentally use a slightly too proper, not incorrect, a slightly too proper nickname for a neighborhood. People are like, buddy, you're not from around here. Yeah, of course. And you know what? I consider myself lucky today as a result of that. American Pie really ain't need to be 9 minutes long, though. I don't know why these days people are so obsessed with, like, the length of media. It's all about the quality, you know? Close to the Edge by Yes, 22 minutes long. Nothing to cut. Killers of the Flower Moon. 99% certified fresh Rotten Tomatoes. People are saying it might be one of the best movies of Martin Scorsese's career. People are like, yeah, but it could cut 15 minutes. But shut the fuck up. You work at Safeway. You don't know what you're talking about. Meanwhile, there's 3-minute long songs where I'm like, you didn't need the second verse. It's all about the actual, it's the quality, man. You need a tax somehow? Listen, MFer, I've been buying hot dogs and tacos every time they appear in the shop. I say, it's not my fault the moose only gives HP. I'm doing what I can do. You're the kind of person who go to a steakhouse, you buy a T-bone steak, it comes out on a plate as big as your head, and you'll be like, oh, it doesn't come with fries? No, you got to look at the sides menu. You know, you just be happy with what you got, man. No cap, I thought about shaving my head recently. I don't say this to be rude, okay? But one of the funniest parts of being bald is when people with hair talk about how they like almost went bald. Or like, oh, I would totally do what you did except like my wife won't let me or whatever. Because like I did it and it's not a big deal. It is, you're right, it's stolen valor. Like this isn't some little timeshare for me where I'm like, I'm gonna be bald this year. Like this is my damn life. And you're saying, oh, like no cap, I have hair, but I've been thinking about shaving it lately. What are you talking about, man? Is my existence a joke to you?
Yo, 3, 2.
I'm done, dude, I'm done.
Results. Finish.
19th of 20. It's, okay. We got eliminated. We deserve to get eliminated on that one. That's fine. Give me my rewards. I didn't know what was coming for me on that. Dude, that was so hard.
Tournament.
Launch me again? I thought it was going to be so easy. Not to a music major? Try that in a small town. Music students really be like, this is easy to a music student. Then you go see the performance, they're asked like this on the French horn. Burp, 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 burp. That's the end. Does linguistic dominance ever make you feel morally superior to those surrounding you? Perhaps the feeling of a stronger mental? I'm going to answer your question with a piece of advice. Stop reading Substack. You've gone too far down the rabbit hole. You don't believe anything can see the future except crypto-driven prediction markets. You use a dry deodorant that doesn't come in a roll-on stick. It comes in like a tub, and you got to put like a little. It's made of silver iodide crystals, the same thing that the Chinese government uses to make it rain before big parades, so that it's not going to rain during the parade. We've gone too far. You ever beat the Nameless King? One of my favorite bits is the streamer. Not as the viewer, you might find it less interesting. But as the streamer is when like someone clearly watched me in high school and then went to college and for 4 years like role played as like a cool guy, and now they're back in their family's house and they realize that it's the situation that maketh the man less than the man maketh the situation. So now they're out here posting like 2017 era memes. Brother, we've come a long way, okay? It happened to me too. I've been there. I'm just saying the world has turned and left you here. We got a different sort of thing going on. You don't even know about Seath and Priscilla. Just literally do not boost until like right here. We take those. To survive that, we take those. Hey! From 1st to 30th? I know, it's like your academic career from when you graduated from high school and went to your first year of university. You need to play Final Fantasy XIV to learn how to dodge this. Final Fantasy 14 players love to be like, oh, it's the hardest game of all time. And then you watch someone do a raid, and the boss goes like, hey, 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 hey. And then like a big line appears on the ground, and 30 seconds later, the line gets engulfed in fire. And then they're like, see, the thing is, you can't stand on the line when the fire comes out or you'll die. It's so embarrassing. You ever considered the Gallagher route and getting a hat with hair attached? First off, I had to do the translation because you typed route, R-O-U-T. R-O-U-T-E is the route that you're talking about. R-O-U-T is what happened in 1456 when the Turks took over Constantinople, okay? Secondly, you've been watching my stream for 9 years. You ever think about getting a different joke? It's getting a little insane at this point. It's 1453. Son of a bitch. We were so close. Yes, you're not very good at this game. Me when I'm 11 years old trying to come up with the most scathing insult that you could possibly give to an adult. NL when asked about his opinion on any given thing, I'm just a guy. I hate to be this guy. It's mostly just nerd things. I'm not just trying to be like a hater, but it's when people are like, hey, what's your mouse? Wait, how many buttons have you got on your mouse? And I'm like, I don't know, like 2 that I use and a scroll wheel, and then there's 2 more that I don't really know what they do. Then people are like, what are your opinions on like, you know, the discounted cash flow model? And then I start to talk about it like an insane person, and people are like, shut up! Shut up! Who's your favorite stand? And I'm like, I don't know what that is. And they're like, oh, NL's opinion on everything. I don't know anything. And I'm like, I know things. It's just not about the shit that you know about, okay? I do okay in conversation in real life with other normies. It's just on the platform I've chosen to tether myself to that I get roasted all day. Why are you talking about Virginia in the stream title? Some of you don't know Train's first number 7 hit on the Billboard Hot 200, okay? It's a riff on my very common stream title, which is like when I play a new game, it's blank meets blank. So we did FTL meets Slay the Spire meets Isaac. That's where the joke starts. That's where your brain should be going, oh, this is probably like a little bit humorous. And then meets Virginia, which is a reference to the 1999 song Meet Virginia from Train. It's their second most popular song it's probably their third most popular song of 3, but still, I really don't understand it. Some of you guys are pretty cool. Do not go to a stand-up comedy show. You're not gonna understand what's going on. It's just 100 people in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume, watching a guy on the stage tell lies, talk about things that didn't happen as if they happened. It's not your medium of choice. Stick to Bob's Burgers, okay? Now, give me a second here. Every NL stream is talking about airplanes or Peloton. It's true, and yet you're still here. Every time you go to McDonald's, they got hamburgers and chicken nuggets. You still downloaded the app, motherfucker. What does that say about us? I left like an hour ago. You're still here? My toddler, when discovering object permanence, comes home, her damn squishmallow's right where she left it. Bro had so many opportunities to lolly and boost the stats, but he absolutely shit the bed at the finish line. Don't care, didn't ask. Plus, you invest your lunch money into psychotic 17-way parlays on FanDuel.com. Type A viewer. More health, please. Auto-rotate on your phone is boomer core. Yeah, well, you know what? Gen Z core is knowing how to turn off auto-rotate on your phone, but not knowing the interest rate on your credit card debt. Boom, roasted. Stanley, you crush your wife during sex. Boom, roasted. -2, -2. Oh, it's the first time you've ever had a joke made at your expense? Welcome to adulthood, kid. 15 years of he's bald, making fun of the illness that almost killed him and left his child an orphan. Wait a minute. You can't make fun of me. 4 years ago, I was just a kid. Welcome to the fucking show, buddy. Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. Appealing to generational norms is lame. You can watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's not. I'm not trying to say you can't watch it if you're like 20. You can do whatever you want. Just don't involve me in the slightest. Don't be like a high school senior now watching my videos. Go to college in a year and then send me a video that's like, I'm so, or not a video, but a tweet that's like, I'm so drunk right now. Just wanted you to know I love your videos. I do appreciate it. Drink some water. Have a good sleep. Sleep longer than you think you need to sleep. And if you're like, why didn't you reply? It's because you're not, because I got my own shit going on. No disrespect. It's not that interesting. Well, you did. I feel like the damn architect in the Matrix. You think you're the first person to be a fan of me in high school, then go to college, get irresponsibly drunk, send me a tweet that's like, I just wanted you to know I love you, man. Also, have you ever considered making the YouTube thumbnails so that it shows that you're looking in the right instead of the left? Thanks, love your videos. And then go on and get a job in software engineering and then like stop tweeting inane shit because you're slowly getting older and then release like an engagement announcement and then be like, we're welcoming our first child. This is like the 30th iteration of this, okay? The top choice was neutral and you threw. Do you guys like have fun playing video games? Am I alone in having fun when I play video games? Or is it just a way for psychotic people to exercise a feeling of dominance and power that they don't actually get to experience in their real lives? Asking for a friend? The friend is me? The second one? Oh, as long as you own it, that's fine. I can't wait for the Dome Keeper Renaissance when NL learns how to strip mine. Honestly, I can't wait till you shut the hell up. It's just... Look at all the +2s. Does that make you feel good? There's some attention for you. Look, I understand. You're probably like, what the hell? Like 20 people made the joke before me. Why am I catching heat for it? Because you weren't the first 20 people, okay? You're 21st. As a result, you get a sigh and a comment that hopefully allows you to just think about what led you to that situation. I'm not ignoring chat. It's just like before the stream, everyone's like, oh, I want to see big ambitions. Then it's SAP, everyone types Peepo leave. And then during SAP, everybody types, well, that thing that you did, I would have done the opposite thing. Like they pretend to not be engaged. They're like, oh, I'm going to hate this content. And then the whole time they're like, you motherfucker, if you had just kept your ass squad, then glasses would have improved the HP of your stilt by 1. I'm tapping into the damn id, man. I know you better than you know yourself. Do you kill house centipedes? We used to get house centipedes in the house all the time. And when we saw them, it would send like a chill up your spine. Because it's just not something that like, I think the human brain likes to see. They're huge. Like they gotta be like 4 to 8 inches long and just absolutely coated in legs. But after a while, you get over that initial fear, and you just sort of go like, oh yeah, it's just a house centipede. Like don't worry about it too much. But I think it's been so long since I've seen one now that it might give me a heart attack. Aren't they harmless? There's lots of stuff that's harmless that I don't like. Same motherfuckers who will be like, I don't like tomatoes, they're icky. Will be out here like, the house centipedes don't hurt anything. Yeah, but they're not really helping me out either. If they start doing the dishes or something like that, we could talk. My man's straw manning so hard. Me when the streamer describes me in a nutshell, straw man. Yes, that is what I'm like, but you didn't know that when you said it. Why aren't you wearing your Halloween costume? Because unlike all the streamers who are wearing their Halloween costume, my ass is going out tonight wearing my Halloween costume. So I'm saving the discomfort of wearing the costume until I'm actually out doing Halloween stuff. I'm not gonna spend like 16 hours in the Monsters Inc. box today, man. Dude, these tables are really nice. Kate, are you watching? What do you think about these tables? Not the apple. What do you think about these tables? It's a nice looking table. Holy bad taste, Batman. Let me guess, you're watching me on a laptop that's on top of a cardboard box? That's not a cardboard box, it's r/minimalism. It's r/minimalism. I'm laying down on my bed in my dorm room watching you. I don't own any furniture. You get to be my age, you'll see a table sometimes and you'll just be like, that's a damn nice table. Here's the thing though. Young people don't want to hear this because there's like a real... I don't want to say young people get a lot of credit for stuff they don't deserve because that's not what I mean. But I think that the older you get, the more you realize the value of youth is what like you could have done but didn't do. But when you're actually young, most people are not taking advantage of it like every day. Myself included when I was, you know, a teenager and a young adult. But people in their 20s will be like, ha, you're old, you wake up early. And I'm like, okay, what are you doing with your youth? Fucking, you got the audacity to be like addicted to League of Legends and you're not even gold? You're silver? You're addicted to a game you're silver in? And then you look at a dude like mowing his lawn and you're like, thank God I'm not that guy. That guy's having a great time. Your ass is miserable like 24/7. Make it make sense.